Welcome to another episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show Live.
Welcome to Descanso, an all-new dining experience. Traditional Mexican street food in a whole new setting. Authentic Mexican dishes prepared at your table a la plancha. An atmosphere reimagined to delight the senses. Bringing you the freshest quality ingredients with a vibe all its own. Descanso Restaurant in Costa Mesa. Make a reservation today.
Well, he's back in the studio, Mr. Rob. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really amazing. So let's talk about the start of your company. And you also have a LA-based restaurant as well. But it's like kind of like how we did when you first came on a couple of years ago, just how it all started and where you are now. And then we'll talk about the upcoming fundraiser. And I'm going to pop off for a little bit.
Yeah, no problem. Well, it all started with my love for Mexican food, of course. I just spent so much time eating great Mexican, especially a lot of great Mexican street food throughout Mexico. And I just had to bring in the experience to a full service restaurant, which is what is the essence and basis of Descanso in Costa Mesa. We opened in the fall of 2018. And we survived through COVID, etc. And we actually are proud to say we just opened our second location in Los Angeles on the 23rd of January of this year. So fairly fresh new restaurant up in LA, and things are great. And we're in our 8th year now, or we're going on our 8-year anniversary for our Costa Mesa location.
Well, let's talk about menus. So we have two different types of menus. So let me go ahead and pull that on the screen. So you know which room I like. Plancha dining, baby. Let's talk about that first, and then we'll go into your standard dining room.
Sure. Like I mentioned, the plancha dining is inspired by the street food vendor, but it's obviously much more than that. What we're bringing in is really that kind of like Mexican cultural dining experience where you're interacting with your chef, your cook. They're right there at your table, preparing an array of different dishes on a plancha grill. And, you really get that up close and personal, that one-on-one experience, kind of like a mini chef's table with the planchero, as they are named, as they guide you through the dining experience. So, it's not just, coming and eating. You really do get a culinary experience, a show where, we're talking about the different ingredients we use, why we use certain things, why Mexican culture and cuisine culture has certain ingredients, how their regional significance of, depending on where you are in Mexico, and talk about the different ingredients specifically and cooking techniques, and then top it off with a great meal at the end. So it's an all-encompassing environment that really for us is all about like appeasing all your senses, from touch, smell, sound, obviously taste. It really captures everything.
Well, let's go into what's happening coming up on the 31st. We're doing a fundraiser for Shawn Kortes. It's my birthday week, and Jenny Kortes, which is Shawn's wife, it is her birthday, and it's also National Avocado Day. So let's look at some of the menus here. Okay, so we have your main dining room. Let's talk about that. And is this always the same Monday through Friday and Saturday, Sunday, or does it change?
There are slight changes. So for lunch, it's a slightly different menu, and weekend brunch from 11 to 3 Saturday, Sunday, we have a slightly different menu. There are some staples that stay the same, like our appetizers and our taco offerings. But for the most part, the menu you're looking at here, these are appetizers that are always available. And then if you click right above appetizers there, we'll keep scrolling up. Not on that page, but just scroll up.
Okay.
You'll see where it says entradas right in the middle above appetizers right there.
Okay.
Go over to
Right
like
here or up there?
the fourth
Oh,
one, right,
enchiladas. There we go.
right there, yeah. So you'll see then there's like all our dinner specials that we offer, and our standard dining. So it is in the plancha room. It is a multi-course menu. It's a little bit more specified to certain options. Where in our standard dining, we open it up to a whole different array of a la carte menu items.
So now we have the plancha. Let's go over that a little bit.
So yeah, your multi-course menu, you start with our super salad, our traditional fideo soup, which is a roasted toasted noodle soup.
I grew up on that. My family's from Mexico, so yeah,
I love
definitely
it.
on that.
Especially the region our food is inspired from, which is the state of Michoacan. It's kind of the central west coast of Mexico, and it's a popular dish in that area, or a popular soup. And then of course our classic Caesar. And then everyone does get our Mexican fried rice, which some people tend to think that it's an inspiration of Japanese fried rice, which a lot of it is, but ours is more in particular inspired by the fried rice of Peruvian street food. And
Oh, wow.
that's where we get a little bit of the spicy flavor element added to that fried rice. And then, of course, your main course here that you're looking at, as you can see, you have your different protein options, and they all come with sort of slightly different accompaniments.
And then we have margarita flights.
Just some suggestive elements for the plancha experience, which always makes it better. So we offer flights, and then of course additional sides, appetizers to go with your plancha experience.
And that's tableside guacamole.
So we're not actually making it tableside now. It is made in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Very good. And
but
have your desserts.
Like everything on our menu, it's completely fresh. Everything's made from scratch. And, our sauces, everything. Our freezer in our kitchen is the size of your freezer at home. I mean, we don't keep much in there, but maybe some ice cream.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because everything is made fresh daily.
All right, let's go to you see the flyer here. Whoops, let me get back on here. So we have the flyer. So those who dine from 11:30 to 9 o'clock, we're giving back to the Kortes family. Most of our core group is going at 6. If you're not available to 6, you can, pick any time until 9 o'clock. But let's talk about the fundraiser.
Yeah, and so just to add on to that, so you don't need to bring the flyer or anything. You can just mention it, and it's essentially anytime we're open that day, and it counts for takeout as well. So if you don't have time to come in and dine, pick up takeout for dinner, lunch, and all those proceeds will benefit Shawn Kortes.
So let's talk about the importance of, supporting small business, of course. And every year I like to do a birthday fundraiser and pay it forward to somebody. Let's talk about how doing a birthday dine and donate can work using, the partnership with you and collaborating with someone who wants to give back to a nonprofit.
You want me to talk about the significance of that?
Significance, and it's a great way for you to collaborate with nonprofits as well.
Absolutely. And we love to do it because I think everybody wins. Everyone gets a fun, great dining experience. We get the added exposure to our restaurant. The nonprofit gets a piece of the pie, and we're able, everyone goes out to eat. Everyone's got to eat every day. So why not do it in a way that just kind of benefits, the most people? And, so I really feel like these collaborative events are just such a win-win. And, we've had some great success with it. We've had some notable charities that have started to do it regularly, and we love that. And they get all excited about it because they don't always just treat it as just a fundraiser, but it's also a social event. People get together, and they get to either network or meet up, talk about the fundraiser, and just kind of add some more synergy to what's going on. So it's like I said, it's one of my favorite ways to collaborate and engage with the community, which we always try to. I mean, we're always looking at how we can get involved with, local sports, obviously different nonprofits, churches, schools, etc. And we're always open to do things like this. And, we invite anyone who's interested can contact us directly and set that up.
Yeah, and I want to mention a couple other things as well. I don't know if you know that I've been working on a book for 13 years. So I want to have a launch party at your restaurant. So anybody here who's listening who is an author, that's really a great way to connect with the community, pay it forward to a local restaurant. And you can have a launch party with various different restaurants here in Huntington Beach, Orange County, Costa Mesa, Fountain Valley, Dana Point, like through our whole Orange County area. Just start thinking about supporting other local businesses, because that's how we keep everyone alive and going, is by telling people. And when you dine at this restaurant, definitely do a review, do a video review, do a written review, and go to Google, go to Yelp, and let's help Rob, because he is really amazing. He's one of our favorite entrepreneurs here. And secondly, I've been working on a project for 15 years called Hugs of First Responders. And I want to have my launch for once I launch my nonprofit, which will be probably within the next 6 or 12 months. So a lot of great ways that people can collaborate with this restaurant. Is there anything you would like to add?
That encompasses, hey, like I appreciate you always supporting our restaurant, Cindy, and everything you do. That's great. And yeah, it's always nice when I see members of the community come out. And I'm always open in terms of what we can and can't do. I'm happy to say no just as much as say yes, but if you don't ask, we never know what kind of collaborative element we can do. And so I get groups, coming to me and asking for certain support, whether it's catering or, and if we're able and we can do it, I'm always willing to talk through opportunities to help out local groups. So I don't know if, I'm happy to share my email. It's probably the best way to get in touch with me initially. It's rob@descansorestaurant.com, pretty easy. And if there's any inquiries or anything like that, I'd be happy to talk through them.
And do you have any classes coming up? Are you doing any culinary classes right now?
Not on the books right now. We have some events coming up, but no, not particularly class-wise, no.
So definitely stay tuned. You want to make sure that you follow Descanso Restaurant in LA and also here in Orange County and Costa Mesa. Share. And we have all these amazing national holidays. I'm the founder of National Bucket List Day, and I'm also an ambassador with National Day Calendar. So I find ways to connect with other restaurants to promote a special national day. As a matter of fact, on the 31st, the day of the fundraiser, it's National Avocado Day. So can you list some of your avocado dishes, and then we'll close out for today?
So of course we have our guacamole. Avocado is always a big part of most Mexican menus, but definitely in particular to ours. I mean, our guacamole we take a lot of pride in, and how we prepare it fresh every day. And then one of our signature sauces is our avocado torreada sauce, and it's just basically like a grilled chilies, mixed in with pureed avocado, and it's like a spicy avocado puree that we use in a lot of our dishes. So avocado is really ingrained in a lot of our dishes that we do. So that's something special to us. There's also something else we have on Thursday that we had mentioned. We are also doing special pairing menus with Don Julio tequila. So there is a special pairing menu this Thursday that's being presented that you can also get that features a different varietal of Don Julio and a dish that it goes really well with. And we put a lot of thought into it, and excited to present that on Thursday as well. So a lot going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a upcoming podcast where I'm gonna promote a national holiday, and people who tune in, I'm gonna be doing a drawing, and they're gonna get a meal on the Bucket List Coach web show. So definitely stay tuned for that. Where Rob and I are gonna start looking at the calendar to see what we can do as a collaborative measure, and get together and get more people, get more butts in seats, like they say. So go ahead and do a shout out to your website, any of your socials, and we will close out.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cindy. I really appreciate it. Our website, descansorestaurant.com. In Costa Mesa, we're located at 1555 Adams, on the corner of Adams and Harbor Boulevard. And our new location in Los Angeles is on Wilshire Boulevard, right next to La Brea Tar Pits and LACMA Museum. I appreciate everything.
Okay, and we're going to close out. Just hang tight in the green room, and we'll be right back. There you go, guys. Make sure to check out the show notes, download the flyer, or when you come to the fundraiser on the 31st, you could just mention the Shawn Kortes Kidney Fundraiser. We'll see just on the other side.
Welcome to Descanso, an all-new dining experience. Traditional Mexican street food in a whole new setting. Authentic Mexican dishes prepared at your table a la plancha. An atmosphere reimagined to delight the senses. Bringing you the freshest quality ingredients with a vibe all its own. Descanso Restaurant in Costa Mesa. Make a reservation.